Hey, what's up guys? It's the Bird back with another video, and in this one what I have for you guys is some domination gameplay here, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare of course, and we're just playing some 6v6 domination. I am rocking the ASM-1 as usual, and this gun is sweet as I have mentioned before in my previous videos, but this gameplay and commentary is not going to be about the gameplay whatsoever. It's going to be about a quick story, as you could probably tell from the thumbnail, about my new controller that Microsoft sent me. So yes, it was a free controller, and here's the little story that goes with it. So when I first got my Xbox, the controller, or it's a day one edition, and everything was great until a few months into it, well, more than a few months, almost a year, and the controller started acting up, and the left and right thumbsticks, or not thumbsticks, the bumpers and stuff, and the triggers started like sticking, and I thought I might have spilled something on it, but I never eat around my controller or anything or drink anything, so nothing could have spilled on it. And they started acting up all weird, and they were sticking, and so like in NHL when I'd be coming down the ice or something, I would do like a spin move just randomly, and it was so annoying. And then in Advanced Warfare I'd start shooting randomly and walking forward, and the whole thing was just so messed up. So I finally got a hold of Microsoft, which took a while. Finally got a hold of them, sent them the controller, and they shipped me another one about 3 weeks later. So I got that controller, and I was super excited because I ended up going to Costco right after I shipped them that controller, and I just bought a new controller so I could have a controller to play with for the 3 weeks while that one was gone, because I had to ship it to them. And so I went to Costco, bought a new one, and then when I got the new controller back from them, I opened it up and I started playing. It was doing the same thing, and I was so frustrated. I was like, how could this possibly be happening, and doing the exact same thing as before? And I just didn't understand what was going on, so I immediately, or my plans were to return the controller that I bought from Costco, get my 50 bucks back because I didn't need it. But then I ended up having to keep it because this controller sucked, and it was doing the same thing, except it was even worse. So not only the bumpers and triggers were sticking, but the joysticks were looking up by itself. So like in COD, like right here, say I would just start looking up into the sky randomly, and that was so annoying. So that controller was messed up, so I got on chat and set up another appointment or whatever and had them ship me another one. And so the lady tells me, she's like, oh, well, I see here that you don't even need to send in your old one, which I had to do before, but now I guess I don't have to send it in. So she's like, oh, I don't have to send in your old controller, but we'll just ship you a new one, and it'll be there within about 3 weeks. And so I was like, okay, cool. So 3 weeks passed, nothing. 4 weeks passed, nothing was still here. So then I went back to the phone, called them up, finally got them back on the support line, and after like an hour and a half of talking to them, or like 2 hours, they finally figured it out and said that the lady before forgot to submit my order. And at that point I pretty much just went nuts. I didn't actually go nuts, but in my mind I was just going crazy, and it was just ridiculous. And finally the lady came to a conclusion, and she's like, I'll get this all taken care of for you. She submitted the order, and then she's like, she asked me if I want something different than a black controller. I was like, sure, do you have white, or what do you have? She's like, well, we don't have white, but we have camo, and we have this limited edition blue camo Midnight Forces controller. I was like, alright, I'll take that, because that sounded awesome. So I went ahead and took that, shipped it. I just got it like a week later. It's here, brand new in the box. The other one didn't even come in a box. That was kind of weird. And so I'm all set to go. That controller is sick, as you can see in the thumbnail. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this gameplay and commentary, and that's all I have for you guys today.